Welcome to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. Hey, football season is back. Training camp has started. Got some good news. Got some bad news. Got a couple good guests. That and more on the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Hey, Crook, hit it.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Watch these summer league games and they tell you about these new up-and-coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both been there around the corner like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
We really don't know shit. Hey, welcome everyone to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Hey, man, football season is right around the corner, and I know everybody's excited. Also, we got some things to talk about as far as baseball. Cubs and White Sox did make some trades to try to make their teams better as they both are vying for playoff contention. Yeah. Now, what's the odds of us having the L series? I don't know. I don't think the odds are that good, but man, it would be interesting, wouldn't it? All you got to do is ride that red line. Get off on 35th or get off on Addison. Yeah. So that's going to be entertaining. Also, we got news from Bears training camp. Offense has been looking sharp. Defense has been looking pretty good the last couple of days. So got some potential breakout stars. We're going to be talking about that. We also have a special guest coming on tonight. A former Chicago Bear, probably already been spoiled. You already know who it is. We will talk to him, see what he thinks when maybe the next time he'll be in town to check out the Bears. That and a little bit more because, other than that, there's really not too much to talk about. The sky's being a sky and, there's nothing to talk about as far as hockey and, the Bulls season doesn't start until October. So summer league is over. So there's nothing but Bears, Cubs, and Sox for right now. Sounds pretty good to me. So, now with me saying all that, without further ado, let me go ahead and start in and bring in some of the dream team. First up is the man, the myth, the legend, the Tank, better known as Frank. Frank the Tank.
What's up, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man. Like how you said, man, sucks that we're seeing these injuries. Injuries is part of football. I mean, I guess I'm happy it's happening early in training camp instead of late in training camp. But
Definitely.
But, hey, the thing is, it's Bears season's coming up closer, and what we always say as Bears fans, man, next one up. Next one up. That's all we can do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm excited for, it's just being training camp now. It just seems like the season. I don't know. I want to say I'm a little kind of happy and sad at the same time, because I know when football season comes around, that means summer is going bye-bye.
Yeah.
And, in Chicago, we really do love our summers because, we spend most of the time in the cold anyway. So
it's very true. I mean, first thing you always think of, like how you said, though, man, that when the weather gets cold and it gets turned, that means we're getting into Bears season, man. We're a few games in, and I know it gets cold here in Chicago, but nothing says Chicago Bears like those freezing cold football games.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when you got a guy like Kyle Monungai, who you just love to death when you got those cold, frozen football games. So,
do you hear an echo?
I don't hear an echo.
I hear an echo.
Let us know in the chat. Does anyone else hearing an echo? Because I know Kamish said he heard an echo when Fowl said it, but I'm not hearing an echo on anybody.
Yeah, I don't hear an echo when you talk about it. I hear one when I talk.
Huh. Yeah, I don't hear one when you're talking.
Might be Crook's stuff. I don't know.
Maybe.
You might have to all these connect.
Have to just mute Crook. Yeah.
Serious?
Or Crimson said a slight echo.
Let's take a look. Crook, I just muted you. Let me know, chat, when if we're not hearing the echo anymore.
Hello.
Today, we consider you.
Yeah, I do hear the echo, even if you muted him. So it must be something on my end.
Okay. We'll see. But other than that, hey.
Yeah, once we get some more people in,
for sure.
I will back out again and try to come back in.
Yeah, and I like how you said, I mean, before we even break down a little football, because like how you said, we got our guest coming in. He said he's going to be a few minutes late, but he will hop on. At baseball, man, what is? I mean, this is fun. The White Sox and Cubs made some both very good trades that both are going to improve their team, both that are going to improve their pitching staff. So, and I mean, I'm not 200%. The Cubs are playing the Dodgers right now, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's a fun series. And then you got the White Sox playing against the hottest team in baseball right now, the Boston Red Sox, who I think won 14, 15 in a row right now. Like, it's
2-7.
Who's up? Boston?
Yeah, they beat that.
It's going to be a tough series. Boston they're hot, man.
I don't know what the hell they've been on.
All I know is from what I heard, the Dodgers, who got the number one pitcher that the Cubs did not get from Detroit, if I'm not mistaken, he got lit up early, didn't he? I think the Cubs are already up pretty solid right now.
Hey, sometimes it takes a little while when you make that transition to another team.
100% it does.
Yeah, sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. So
usually pitching doesn't happen that often with that, though. But like players, like fielders and all that type stuff, hitting takes a while to understand it and learn. But still, regardless, man, Sox are, I think, 3 games up in first place right now. Cubs are still behind Milwaukee. It's going to be very, very tough to catch Milwaukee. Yeah, you said it right there. But when it comes down to it, I mean, it's going to be a fun finish to the season because both of these teams are playing very, very well.
Yeah, they're playing good baseball. I mean, it's not often that we see both the Cubs and the Sox in contention and having winning records during this time of the season. So, I mean, it is very interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to see if both of them actually make the playoffs and what type of damage they'll do in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I know I was joking around with it on the show last week, but I still believe it. I'm scared to death of the city of Chicago and if there's ever going to be a Cubs-Sox World Series. Because, I mean,
think it'd be a Civil
War. Everyone outside of Chicago sports fans goes like, "Isn't that a win for both teams? It's a guaranteed one of you are going to win." I was like, "No, it is totally different." Like us as Sox fans, we will root for the Cubs to win a World Series, but if it's against the Sox, it's going to be World War III starting in the city of Chicago if something like that happens. It
will be a Civil War.
It's civil. That's even better. Yeah, that's even better. Gangs of New York, just right on the freaking border of North and South Side, just waiting there with baseball bats.
Yeah, Sox are down 2-7, but they got a man on third and second with no outs.
Sox are never down, man. I mean, 2-7 is a pretty 5-run lead is pretty tough, but they are never down. They were down 4-0 to the Yankees.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're in the bottom. Yeah, they only scored 1 run. That's Boston with the man on.
Oh, great. Way to ruin it now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could sit here and talk baseball, but we know, like, Blackhawks, nothing going on. Bulls, nothing going on. I mean, I guess if I had to bring up anything just to get it out of the way for the Blackhawks, Patrick Kane came out and told the Chicago front office that you are not giving me the captain. Connor Bedard is our captain. He is our future. He is wearing the C, not me. So shout out to him on that one. He wants no part in that. And that's really it. I mean, there's nothing to talk about with the Bulls. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about with the Bulls right now. There's nothing really to talk about the sky. The sky is the sky.
Shout out to Lord Crimson and Bear Ski Films.
There is still a slight echo, huh, Crimson? Damn.
Yeah, man, I don't know what it is.
That's still from 807. So never mind. That was the old one.
No, I still hear the echo.
You are still hearing it? I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just hear it.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's kind of annoying to me because after I'm done saying whatever I say, I can just hear the echo.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
But, I mean, yeah, we break. I know our JB's running a little late too, so hopefully we'll get him on soon and we can start talking a little bit more Bears. But I mean, we could break down a little bit of Bears right now.
Let's break down some.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
And that's perfectly said. Like, I mean, that's what we were talking about too. Like, I mean, your first practice, you're always worried about those little nagging injuries. But when it comes down to, and we'll bring him up because that's what everyone wants to talk about right now, is Coby Bryant, who gave us a big scare. We're lucky that it wasn't as serious as we thought it was going to be. But, like, non-contact injuries always scare you. Yeah. Always scare you because, I mean, from what I heard, they kind of just locked legs when they made a cut. He went down, and that was it.
Yeah, definitely. It was a scary moment because I know everybody was holding their breath when the news came across that he was emotional.
Yeah.
And then they heard that they carted him off the field. I said, hey, look, don't worry about the cart.
I was scared.
The field is that far away with it. It don't matter if he had a sprained ankle. They were still going to have to use the cart there.
You're not wrong on that, but I'd be lying right now if I told you I wasn't scared when I heard. Like, the thing that got me the most was the emotional thing. That was the thing, because usually when somebody says emotional, they think it's a lot worse. But maybe he just assumed it was a lot worse, and it turns out that it wasn't. So,
yeah, I'm just happy about that. His prognosis is what, 8 to 10 weeks, which isn't bad. I mean, he'll probably miss probably the first 4 to 6 games.
Yeah.
And then be back. Just hoping that we can stay injury free, as we've seen a couple. I mean, like I was telling people from the get-go, it's training camp. These guys haven't been hit. All right, I'm gonna step out. You're
gonna leave me talking by myself? Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. You're on mute.
That's right. You muted me. Okay.
I wanted to see if it was you, or I guess it was foul. So
now I have an echo. So I think it's something. Are you like listening on the phone or something?
No.
Because
So
now
you're
it's the
hearing an
echo too. Yeah. The echo, I think you're causing the echo.
What the hell?
Because stop if I'm wrong, crowd. Because I'm hearing myself like solid. But let's ask somebody else.
Yeah, well,
Let's bring
we got our
stat
stat man in the building right now.
Yeah, and he's never told any fibs, so I mean,
He doesn't lie. He just, right? JB's just cautiously optimistic.
Yes, the cautiously optimistic clubhouse member. Let's bring him in, JB.
What's up, sir? So you're our voting factor. Are you hearing an echo?
Say something.
Are you hearing an echo? Anything? Okay, so.
No, you sound clear to me.
Yeah, that's weird. We're trying to. Foul just jumped off, tried to reset because he thought it was him.
I don't personally hear anything right now.
Yeah, I don't hear any echoes either.
How about now? God.
Now I hear an echo.
Oh, so it is foul then. Yeah, it is foul then. Because JB didn't hear the echo. It's God telling you not to take the show on your bed.
What are you on, the iPad or the laptop?
I'm on the laptop.
Go out and turn the internal microphone down, like the slide, because it sounds like like I'm hearing you talking to yourself.
How about now? Yep.
I still hear it. It's a little better, but I still
Spending
hear it.
the first 15 minutes of the show trying to figure out an echo. Damn. So when Foul leaves, I mean, he's still on audio. Do we still hear an echo?
I don't hear echo from you at all.
Yeah, now he's muted. So okay. Yeah, that's
weird. I don't hear echo from JB at all, but it's just coming from Foul.
I hear an echo from you, Kurt.
Yeah. It's the two of us, Foul and us.
I guess this is just God only wanted Michigan State fans to be on with Paul Edinger. Maybe that's what this is.
Maybe.
Damn.
Try to get on your iPad, Foul.
I mean, only thing I got is my phone here.
Oh, you don't have the iPad today?
Nah, not today.
We'll make
that was the kiddie thing.
Yeah.
So let me see.
So yeah, JB, before we got on, we were just talking about injuries, training camp injuries and everything. And everyone, Foul was saying he was not worried too much about Bryant or Coby Bryant until actually the facts came out. I'd lie if I said that, because I was worried whenever I hear a cart coming out, a non-contact injury, and him being emotional while he's going away on the cart. That always freaks me out.
True.
I mean, maybe he was just emotional because he expected it to be a lot worse than it was. I don't know.
I mean, either way, you don't want to get hurt, whether it's a minor injury or a significant injury. You don't want to get hurt at all.
Yeah, week 2 of training camp, you never want that to happen,
but
especially right when you're starting to do contact.
Right, but the thing about his injury, although thank God it's not a ligament tear or anything like that, but bone bruises are tricky. Remember, Kawhi Leonard seemed to have a bone bruise for like a year.
Yeah,
it's a lot of shit Kawhi Leonard had.
True, but it's like the bone bruises.
Thing I felt like was more up here than it was down there. But
I mean, he's the one started load management, right? So, but
it could be a toss up between him and LeBron on who started load management, but.
No, it was definitely Kawhi.
I'm not gonna blame LeBron.
I think Kawhi definitely was the leading factor for sure, but
and I'm talking about this
after Kawhi when LeBron started doing it, so that does make sense. That probably was Kawhi. And I'm not giving LeBron James the benefit of a doubt, though. Fuck that guy.
I mean, I'm loving what I'm hearing right now out of training camp as far as when it comes down to the offense looking good. The defense is moving around, flying, which is a good thing as well. Hopefully, we have a couple players back. Hopefully, Kyler Gordon will be back out there soon. We already know that we won't be having Coby Byrant anytime soon. So let him rest up.
Coby.
Yeah, Kyler, from what I'm hearing, is supposed to be back start of next week, unless coaching staff decides to hold him out another week. But he is expected to be back next week.
Well, him coming back is always a plus. Terrell Smith, unfortunately, he's hurt again. Had a little sat out. Kyle Monunga, he participated, but not in 11-on-11 drills. I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think he got soft tissue injuries too, right?
Yeah, so
soft tissue injuries are common though to start off training camp. Honestly, because they work out so much in the off season, but they don't actually do the football related stuff until training camp, and it just seems like soft tissues always happen to start of training camp. So I'm not worried about my known guy.
Yeah,
no, I'm not saying I'm worried about him, but just it's like,
good.
That's just one thing that you don't want, because sometimes those soft tissue injuries, as we well know, lead to other soft tissue injuries, and then it's just a whole snowball effect, and next thing you know, he's missing 2, 3, 4 games trying to get well. But I just think that what I heard today, there's not a lot of video like it used to be of watching complete training camp. This almost like non-existent. So what I was
the Ben Johnson thing maybe or something.
I don't
don't really see too
Ben
much.
Johnson thing. I think it's just a Chicago Bears thing, because they don't have the training camp over there in Bourbonnais no more. So
very true. So they don't.
And I know a lot of fans are upset about that, because in Bourbonnais they can have more fans than they do now. So now it's so limited, and they're not going to have the family night like they usually have, because I heard conflicting schedules or something. Something must be going on at Soldier Field during that time. So they won't be having family night there either, which sucks, because that's what I've been going to the last couple of years.
Well, hopefully that's more or less of a one-time deal than not something that's moving forward. Like if they double scheduled, obviously you would think the powers that be would push whatever is aside for the Bears for a family night, but you never know what it is with the friends of the park. You never know what it is. But I want to shift, because I did like what I was hearing about how the defense was flying around and playing aggressive today. Offense didn't play as well. They had some false start penalties and stuff like that.
I'll get into that.
I just like the fact that kind of like bringing to light what we spoke to in the chat. I'm glad they hitting, man. Like let's swap some paint. Let's do it.
I love that. None of that soft Eberflus crap where they don't touch each other the entire training camp. I can't stand it.
Yeah, like I don't want flags football in training camp. Yeah. I don't personally like it, because then by the time week 1, week 2, week 3, people are finally getting hit and getting acclimated, and unfortunately, statistics show that more people are getting these injuries with less hitting.
Yeah.
Which is just baffling to me, but
yeah, I was listening to Herb Howard, and he was talking about Devin Bush, how Devin Bush was flying around. He said he's moving as fast as any linebacker he's ever seen put on the Chicago Bears. That's one thing that we do know about, Devin Bush. He did run a pretty good fast 40 time. He said he's hitting the holes on everybody I've been hearing so far.
He's having a monster start off the camp, man. Like he is just.
Yeah, he definitely is. It's one of those things where it's like, and I hope he speaks when I say this. Have you all not been hearing Roma do?
I can't say that I've seen everyone with him catching with his body.
I saw like 3 catches where they were all 3 of them were right into his body.
And the thing is, and let's just be completely transparent here. And I know it's easy to poo-poo on a guy when things ain't going right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Rome has had, like he had a bad season last year. He had some drops, definitely. But he was leading, or at least up there in the NFL as far as when it came down to receptions and touchdowns last year, until he got the foot injury. I tell you this, he's looking better than Marvin Harrison is over there in Arizona.
You're not lying about that. Yeah, I think everybody on this panel would have loved to hug Marvin Harrison.
And I think
that's what happens when you go to Arizona, man. Like you're just
unless you're Trey McBride.
Yeah. Not even just Trey McBride, the other wide receiver.
Wilson. Mike Wilson.
Yeah. So, and I think the thing is with Rome, I think people want him to be successful. We're looking for maybe 100-catch season and 1,000-yard season from him. And right now, people are just so enamored with Luther Burton III that they sort of putting like Rome in the back burner. Like if Luther does something, it's like, oh man, Luther out there killing. And then in Rome do something, oh yeah, Rome he had a nice catch.
Well, that's the media spin too, because what I've been hearing is when they refer to Luther, that's a number one wide receiver right there. That's the Bears' number one right there. Then it's like, oh yeah, Rome made a high point catch, a 50-50 ball.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, they're already
saying they choose a side.
It is. It's 100% a media type thing and everything. Like Luther Burden is, I think what we all love about Luther so much is he is the entire package. Like he is a monster blocker. He runs really good routes. He makes really good catches, and he's got good speed. But I mean, this might be a good thing if Luther is planning on being our next DJ Moore, which we're really hoping he will be. And then Rome Odunze comes out, and a lot of people see single coverage on him, and maybe Rome has a monster start off to the year, like going into like week 5, week 6. Like, but the only thing I don't want is I don't want him targeted like 15 times a game, like he was.
I don't think you can, Frank. That's the thing.
I 100% agree with that.
If you repeat the same thing, then you kind of like you're trying to force a narrative with one player because this is who was handpicked for your quarterback. I just feel that Caleb would be better served if Rome was like in that second, and I'm not saying second like it's a bad thing, right? I mean, you had George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. I don't know who was 1 and 2 and 1A and 1B and all that, but you can have two very, very good 100%. Dominant receivers, but you have to get Colston Loveland the ball too.
Well, like, you cannot forget Colston Loveland should be your number one targeted guy, I feel like.
He's got to be featured.
He's unguardable. He is. He is 100% unguardable. And I mean, Lord Crimson, I mean, shout out, and I understand what you're saying with his phenomenal start off to the season, but you can't forget how much he was targeted and how much like DJ Moore had like 2 games where he didn't see 1 target. Like they were force feeding Rome Odunze the ball. And we've said this on the show numerous times, and I'm not saying it in a negative way, but Rome Odunze getting hurt was the best thing that could have happened to Caleb Williams. Because when Rome got hurt, he was targeting DJ. He was targeting Luther. He was targeting Love.
He was hitting everybody. And
when Rome came back, he was targeting everybody. It was perfect. We really needed him to not force feed Rome the ball, and that's what happened. So.
I don't want Caleb to fall in that trap because remember the first year it was Keenan Allen. He was doing that too. So it's something about, I guess, taller, rangier receivers that maybe he likes. Fal, correct me if I'm wrong, but did he not have Drake London 1 year at USC? And then he had Jordan Addison as well?
No, he only had Jordan Addison.
He had Jordan Addison. Okay, so Jordan Addison is like, what, like 5'11", 6 feet? So
yeah, he had Jordan Addison his freshman, his sophomore year. If you remember the year that Drake London was there, he was actually at Oklahoma.
He was at Oklahoma, okay.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring in our guest.
We got an awesome little tribute. We got an awesome little tribute that we wanted to play for our guy because he's not just a guest. Paul is family, dude. Love him to death, man. Can't wait for him to come into town again so we can hang out also. So, Kamish, hit me with that tribute.
Yeah. Build it up. Don't blink. It's gradual growth, but the pressure feel heavy. Sign my own chart, I never asked that they ready. Carved days like sculpture, chip stress on the stone. Every cut intentional, every line my own. They wanna divide the room, sell fear to the voter. I stay neutral, move smart, get colder and colder. They advertise dreams, never show you the toll. I pay cash in the dark, it proceeds from my soul. They label truth loud when it don't be. Hey, stay up life with a number like a convict name. I don't beg for a pass or a special exemption. I earn space for my steps and my measured attention. No pause when the weight lean in. I don't crack, I recalibrate, then win. Let the ground shake out while I stand. Slow, I get advanced. Heavy motion. I move precise, step by step and no roll of the dice. I carry the load, every mile adds strength to the code. Heavy motion. Don't ask, don't wait, I don't borrow belief, I generate heavy motion. I stay my zone, built to last, not just be shown. They sell a life neat like a housewife ad. Perfect kitchen never show what it cost them to have. I don't buy the image, I buy the grind. I read between frames, then redesign. If the map misleading, I draft my own. Ink drop, I don't hold or flee. I have to wait in the leverage mechanically. I don't panic when the pace feels slow. That's compound interest starting to show. Every loss, every win exact. I don't flex the spark. I track the fact. They rush the shine. I trust the bill. They chase the credit. quiet deaths. I've seen patience pass every test. I don't race clocks. I bend time, make minutes work overtime at the door locked tight. I don't argue the hinge. I frame another entry wide in the fringe. They want shortcuts, wrapped in noise. I want outcomes they can't avoid. So I stack days, I stack reps, I stack truth till the structure set. When the dust drop, I'm still in motion. Heavy steps, unbroken devotion. Heavy motion. I move precise, step by step, for no roll of the dice. I carry the load every mile.
We do not own the rights to that music.
That was a non-copyrighted song, just so we are all familiar. I searched it. I have the stamp of approval. Do not dock me. So let's bring in our guy, Paul Edinger. Welcome back, bud. Welcome
What's
back.
What's up, fam? Thanks for having me. Man,
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, so many memories.
Applause.
Crap. Okay, now I'm unmuted. Can y'all
No,
hear me
you were
now?
good. I think you got muted because you popped in a
Yes,
little
yes.
applause video. So
Yeah, anyways, I just want to start like this.
yeah, that was good, right?
With Brett Favre. Yeah.
Always the
so-
FGB when it
Hey,
comes
screw
down
that
to
guy.
always
Mhm.
the FGB.
Yeah,
Baby
no, so many memories though. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Like I said, you are family, man. You've been behind us from day one. We had that live one with you. What was that, like 3 years ago? I felt like it's been a
Yeah,
while.
it seems like it. Time
since we had
flies.
that live one.
Mm.
So how you been? How's the Florida life treating you?
It's hot. It's treating me nice though. Yeah, we're holding it down here, but
Not missing that freezing cold Chicago weather.
nah. It's nice to visit that though. Get a little refreshing blast of cold air and then be able to come back home. But no, everybody's good. The fam's good. We're all just doing our thing down here, waiting for the season to start, and it's coming quick.
Yeah, and we're in the third week of training camp, right? Or is it the second week? Is it the second week only? Damn,
Yeah.
it's going by. I just want the season to start already.
It's going
but-
by quick. Hey, Paul,
So-
before we get into some Bears talk, I just want to get one. This is just all me. How do you feel about Pat Fitzgerald with the green and white?
Let's go, baby.
We
New
got
era.
something, right? We got something.
Yep, I like it. Looking
I
forward
didn't
to
even
it.
hear about that. Pat Fitzgerald, who used to be at Northwestern.
Yeah, he's our coach.
I did not know about that. He's with Green now. Huh? Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
F blue.
Bring,
F
some,
blue.
bring some credibility back. East Lansing.
Well, it looks like he's gonna bring some toughness at least.
Yeah.
True.
That's one
So
thing.
I wanted to ask you one question, Paul, because we've asked you this before. We know the answer, but I know everybody in the chat wants to hear it, and that video shows it too. It's like, can you break down where that complete turn before you kick the field goal starts? Because I've never seen any kicker do that. You were the only kicker I've ever seen do that.
True.
Yeah, I think I was the one and only. I went to a couple kicking camps later in my career, and I ran into some younger kids that said, "Oh man, we tried to give that a shot, but it just didn't work out for me."
It's like the Happy Gilmore of a kicker, dude. Like, I mean, it's kind of like what it is.
Yeah, right. No, so whenever I went from high school to college, I was a true like 2.5, almost 3-step kicker. Just a natural soccer player, just kicking the crap out of the ball. But my timing was a little slow, so I had to speed it up. When I went to Michigan State, Saban was putting the pressure on and told me I needed to speed things up. And so I took a whole step off and just went to a complete 2-step. And next thing you know, I was kicking a lot quicker. That way, less chance of getting kicks blocked. But I lost a couple yards on my distance, so I figured I would put a little hip into it and put my foot back some, and then eventually over about my sophomore season, when I really started getting into it, my body just twisted with it, and basically there you have it. Next thing you know, it looks like my back's to the ball. But as soon as I took my first step, I'm headed straight at the ball, just like most other kickers are, and everything else turns out to be basically the same as everyone else.
Coaches actually try to change it.
No, nobody at Michigan State ever tried to change it. Whenever I was getting into my senior year, and thought I had a chance to go to the next level, there are, I would say, 90% of the coaches in the NFL told me that I didn't have a chance because of my style. But my man, Keith Armstrong at the Bears, and Coach Stock at Kansas City at the time, they're like, if you don't get drafted, you're our guy. You're coming into camp for us. And so I had some hope. Two out of 32, I'll take it. So Bears ended up drafting me, and that's where I went. But it was nice to know that somebody saw that I was still just kicking a ball. It didn't matter how I lined up. I mean, everybody has their own style. I was a little bit different when it came to that.
Yeah. You were a lot of bit different. you were a lot of it different, but it didn't matter. Nobody cared, like, because you were hitting those clutch field goals for the Bears, and I mean, you went on to Minnesota and you were hitting clutch field goals there too. You were just a monster clutch kicker, and that's what everybody remembers about you here in Chicago. And you're always loved here in Chicago, not just by us. Everybody loves you here in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I live for. Were those clutch moments, whether it was end of the half, fourth quarter to tie the game, or walk-off field goals. For some reason, I just, I rose to the occasion, was able to knock those through.
And perfect from extra points too. That's crucial. Crucial.
Yeah. You don't see that amongst anybody in this modern NFL nowadays. A lot of people miss. I mean, they did move it back a little bit more, but still, a lot of people miss these extra points now.
Yeah, it's a short field goal or intermediate field goal these days. But I'll take it. I'll take the 100% no matter what distance it was from.
So I think I know what mine is. What is your most famous kick to you, or the most meaningful kick to you?
Any of the game winners, but that Minnesota versus Green Bay kick, 56-yarder, that was huge, especially being let go from Chicago and then having to try to reprove myself. That was a huge kick, and I ended up kicking a game winner against Green Bay again at their field that same season. And then I had another game winner that year at New York, a 48-yarder to beat the Giants. And that's always a big game when you're at New York on that type of field. But any of those game winners, my first game winner, my rookie year at Green Bay, that's really one that stands out big time as a rookie. But as I keep talking about these, probably my last kick at Detroit, my rookie year, that was huge, because that was all the fan mail that I received from the Rams fans. It was crazy, because that put the Rams into the playoffs. I got back to Chicago after I had my off season. My mailbox was just throwing up fan mail from Rams fans, thanking me for getting them to the playoffs. It was crazy, and that was super cool.
Mine was a 39-yarder. Let me set the stage. Coach Saban had left. Coach Williams took over. I know you know what I'm talking about.
You know it. Yeah. I walked right past that one. That was huge, because I think that definitely put me on the radar, to go to the next level. Yeah, the next level for sure.
That's when we won the Citrus Bowl by beating Florida, y'all. In case you didn't know.
Yeah, that was huge.
If I had to throw one out there though, that onside kick that you had, that
was dope too. Yeah,
that was it's just perfectly set up. One little bounce popped by another giant box. And was that David Terrell, I think, who caught that one?
We put the hands team, right? So you had guys out there like that, but you saw like R.W. McQuarters, Bobby Howard, I think, was the one that ended up coming up with the ball underneath the pile. But Wiggins, he was out there. Like we had a nasty special teams that year. Defense and special teams that year. Whew, that was untouchable. It was
I
great.
felt like that's been the Bears trademark from like the 80s all the way through 2010 was trademark defense, and now we're finally starting to flip to the offense. So one other thing I wanted to bring up before we do break down a little Bears talk with you, I want your opinion on a certain somebody. I mean, he's not here right now in Mr. Chicago, but he always kind of tears apart Cairo Santos, our former kicker, or our kicker right now.
You don't say former.
Yeah, I don't know why I said former. He wants it to be former. I don't think it needs to be former, at least right now, because we just went through a kicking carousel of 3-4 years before we could even find a kicker. But I want your take on Cairo, because in my opinion, he is also a clutch kicker. He is making clutch kicks. He doesn't have the boot that everybody wants. They want a kicker who can hit 55, 60 yards at will. But I just want your opinion and tell these people how hard it is to kick in Chicago.
Yeah, it's definitely hands down one of the hardest places to kick, being that it's still natural grass. But late in the season, it just gets tough. You don't know what to expect. It's a home field advantage, especially for teams coming in from the South that have been playing in Florida or in a dome all season long, and then trying to come into Soldier Field. It is not easy. But as far as Cairo nailing game winners, I mean, I'll put him up there with anybody to nail a game winner, game tie, or game winner. I wish we would have had that chance in the Rams playoff game, which I thought we were going to get, but it didn't happen. But he doesn't have, he's not kicking a 68-yarder, but he's still going to be able to hit a 60-yarder if they line him up out there.
He has a hard time hitting even the 55-plus yarders. That is, his percentage is not the highest, but I mean, he's like a 90+% on anything 40 to 50, and I feel like you can game plan for that. You know where his leg is, and you can rely on him to make those field goals. The only time he really misses them is when they get blocked, because our offensive line stunk.
Right. Well, that's what you do. You do game plan whenever you're coming out for pregame and halftime. You're letting the coach know what yard line we have to get the ball to, and you stick with that. Could it change throughout the half? Possibly. I mean, especially if you have the bad snow and stuff like that. But it's pretty true if you warm up in the pregame and at halftime, what you're telling your coach is, get me to the 38-yard line and I can kick you a 56-yarder. If you want to stretch it, then if you're feeling froggy, then maybe you can do that with your coach. But that's what you game plan for. Everybody knows it.
Definitely.
So with Cairo, you don't plan to get the 50-yarder because he's not Sebastian Janikowski. He's not what was my man in Baltimore?
Tucker.
Justin Tucker. And he's not the kid from Kansas City either. So is it to the Bears' benefit, do you think, to always be aggressive, knowing that once you get into that range of 40 that he's pretty much automatic? Or do you kind of have to you need the big leg at times?
I mean, you play with what you have. I think with his consistency, I think you're better off with that rather than someone that can kick it 70 yards. Because even a person that can kick it 70 yards, kicking at 70 in Soldier Field, I mean, you might not even get it past the 10 before it turns right, makes a right turn. So, you just got to work with what you have, and I think he's been solid, and I would take him over anybody because of that.
So we do got a couple of comments in the chat here. First off, Scrolls asked, who sucked more, Mike Tice or Dick Duran?
Oh,
what? That's funny. I like them both, man. Dick Duran he took a chance on me. He put me out there when the
bright lights
first few years playing. And if I missed, he put me right back out there. And then when I went to Minnesota, same. Mike Tice, I had to win the job in the off season and training camp, and he chose me. So, I love them both. They both have their own style, their own grit, and it was fun to play for both of them.
That's nicely said.
That's a good answer.
We had one more in the
Trained
chat
very
as
well.
Yeah, we had one more question in the chat as well. Is there a kicker you looked up to coming up into the NFL? Like, who was one of your favorite kickers?
Good question.
Yep. My guy Michael Husted, Como Está Husted. He is who basically I watched growing up in Florida. He was the Bucks kicker at the time, and that's who I would mimic. When I first started kicking a football when I was in high school, and I took the 3 steps back, 2 steps over, just like he did. I figured that he was getting the job done, so that would work as well. And so I looked up to him, and lo and behold, my rookie year, when we got to training camp over in Platteville, a week of training camp went by, and they decided to basically bring in some more kickers, and Michael Husted was one of the guys that came in to really push us and challenge us. Yep. So I loved it. It was great, and I learned a lot from him. I bent his ear and asked him a ton of questions, and he gave me a lot of good tips. It was great.
Nice.
As far as favorite team goes, I didn't have. I really didn't have a favorite team. I just like watching great games, and I still like that. Other than the Bears, now that they're my favorite team. Yeah.
So we had one more comment in there, and it actually was a very good question because you brought up like the home field advantage in Chicago. What do you feel about the relocation? Like in my opinion, I don't think they're going to Indiana. I don't think that is happening. I still think Arlington is in the cards, and I still feel like they are going to put a dome probably on Arlington as well. But what is your opinion on what do you think the Chicago Bears should do?
I feel like the Arlington is a great idea. If it could stay in downtown Chicago, that'd be great. It's Chicago Bears. It'd be amazing. As far as Indiana goes, who knows that's at the bottom of my chart for sure. So it's tough to say, but as you notice after the World Cup, everybody complaining about the turf. Everybody wants to go back to grass. It seems I've seen a lot of talk about all fields are going to basically be the same and have to have the same type of turf, whether it's grass or a hybrid or whatnot. So we'll have to see about that. But so it won't matter if they go to a dome or not. Weather-wise, it would. You see Buffalo, they're keeping it open. They're going to definitely have a home field advantage with the open field. So if you put a roof on in Chicago on the Bears, home field advantage basically goes out the door.
Oh yeah,
and I agree with that. I know it's something we always brought, and you said it too. I mean, Arlington's like 15 minutes from my house, so I mean, I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, well, we know you.
I know, but in my opinion, I'd rather them stay in Chicago too because it's in the Chicago. I want them on the lakefront. Do I want them out of Soldier Field? Yes, because I think that is kind of a shithole building. Even after they remodeled it, I still feel like it's a crap building. But we always joke around and saying if Chicago would literally just say, look, we have the old McCormick place just sitting there collecting rust, collecting dust, rat droppings, everything. It is yours. Do whatever that you want. Whatever that you want. I don't think the Bears would ever be able to turn that down.
Well, that's what most of these stadiums, when they replace them, they just build in the parking lot next door. So I mean, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went through the rebuild, Paul. Remember, you were there when they renovated the stadium, so it was better the first time.
Yeah, old Soldier Field was great. The wind is so much worse than the new Soldier Field. It's
imagine
that.
Yeah, I know they were talking about I don't know. It's either something with the Bears or the city. They don't want the Bears to basically they don't mind the Bears owning their own stadium. They just don't want it to be right there on the lakefront. They want it to be, at least what the mayor was saying, they want it to be publicly owned. And the Bears, I don't think that's not what they're aiming for. That's why Indiana and Arlington Heights are on the table for them, because they want to own the stadium. They don't want to have it publicly owned. I think they already have a bad taste in their mouth by, basically renting Soldier Field from the Chicago Park District, where, they got to share a lot of the proceeds or whatnot. And of course, during the off season, when they have all types of events and concerts there, they get absolutely nothing from it at all. So it is what it is. So, Paul, tell me, what are your expectations this year of the Chicago Bears?
We need to go all the way to the Super Bowl. After last season, the production was amazing, and I don't see why we can't repeat. I mean, I'll just leave it at that. I'm looking to go to the Super Bowl.
You serious?
I mean, that's a prayer for all of us on that one. I think the only thing that really, in my opinion, stands in our way is what's his name going to the Rams, and it's just like, my God, man, like that's going to be a very, very tough team to get past. But they do have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL too, so they're going to have to make a point early in the season for sure.
Yeah, you just got to come out of the gate swinging.
I don't, but see, that's the thing. I'm worried about regression only because now there's film and you already know how people adjust, and some slickster will, I'm just going to run the ball down and run the clock down every single time to keep the Bears offense off the field, or I'm going to do more running to Dio Adangbo and Austin Booker's side because I know that they're weak and deficient in the run stopping game. What do you feel that we need to enhance to keep that playoff push? 11-6 was great, but we had 6 regular season, 1 score comeback victories, and 1 in the playoffs. That's not always sustainable.
Yeah, foul. We'll definitely be up at a game. I heard you ask if we were coming. We'll definitely be up there. I think early in the season for Vikings game. Yep.
Okay.
I think that's the plan. But like you said, JB, you can't leave it up to try to win games, that many games at the end. But sometimes that's just the way it turns out. You can't predict how the games are going to go. You want to blow everybody out, but it's just not going to happen every time. So
I feel like, though, whenever we discuss like how many close game wins they had last year, you think of the year before that we lost all those close wins games the year before. So I mean, you can keep that going. It's kind of like how you do it, because Caleb improved so much, in my opinion, going from the first half to the second half of the season, and looking at him, and I know it's camp, it's practice, nobody cares or something like that. But he actually, I didn't even think he needed to lose weight, but for some odd reason, he lost so much weight and got so much more upper body strength to go along with his lower body strength. Like, he looks like he is ready to go, and I love that. And I think Ben Johnson sees that as well.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it was, whatever the score was, he found a way, and that's what's huge for a playmaker like that, whether it was with his feet or throwing the ball back across his body. And if everybody else can just continue to stay on Caleb's team and get open, knowing that he's gonna keep the play alive, there's definitely a chance to go a long way into the season.
Yeah, more importantly, the reason why I don't really think about regression like that is because I want to say probably the first time in a very, very long time, I feel comfortable with the coaching staff. And I know people sit up there and say, it was 1 year. Ben Johnson's offense the last 4 years has been top 10. So it's not no fluke. It's not no 1 year wonder like Matt Nagy was. He's been doing this the last 4 years. His offense has been top tier the last 4 years. I mean, you think about it. When was the last time the Chicago Bears was top 10 in offense?
Either Mark Trestman or one of the Cutler years where he had 1,000-yard rusher, 2,000-yard receivers, I believe.
Exactly.
I believe that was Mark Trestman.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't
Mark Trestman. I thought it was Jay Cutler and Trestman who did that one.
No, that would have been Matt because they had 4 Pro Bowlers, but Jay Cutler was not a Pro Bowler.
Yes, I remember that because we had so many Pro Bowlers that year. That was the year of Trestman, though.
Yeah, and that's after. And that right there is what leads me to believe like this team is more so on the uptake than it is on the downside because of Ben Johnson and the way that he's been coaching. And like we said, he took a Bears team that was pretty bad offensively the previous year till he came and made them a top 10 offense. And now he's got a second year to get everything together. I don't think teams are going to figure him out like that. Like, oh, man, they got film on him. They had film on him in Detroit, and all they did was be a top 10 offense. It's not like the scheme ain't changed. Still the same guy.
Yeah, it goes both ways. We're, as Bears coaching staff, they're going to be watching film on everybody else as well. So you still got to step up to the plate every Sunday.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've seen it. You've seen it. We've all seen it. Until it actually happens, I just cringe that we didn't get like a little bit better in certain areas. The left tackle position is still, to me, it's still not where we need. We got a dominant top 3 right tackle. We have a top 1 left guard. We have a pretty adequate right guard. And then the left tackle, any 4 of us could probably go and do the same job. And I'm not even playing when I say that. It just bothers me because now we've seen the evolution. We've seen the guy throw for 5,000 yards. And then even the great Patrick Mahomes, it was another 4 or 5 years before he threw for 5,000 yards again. So things like that. Justin Herbert threw for 5,000 yards, came out, hasn't duplicated that success. The rookie sensation that C.J. Stroud showed us, couldn't duplicate it. Less comparable, but Jaden Daniels, due to injury mostly, but even, people doubting what is he going to do after having that phenomenal rookie season. So that's what I just worry about. And I feel that DJ Moore was such a safety blanket for Caleb that like one of those guys has to step up to, and it's not always just about production, but defense is so worried about DJ that they'll slide coverage ever so slightly and you get that seam open that we love so much. Just little things like that, little nuances that I worry about. Not taking anything away from Ben Johnson. I mean, he's great, but I mean, we've seen great coaches have bad years. And it's not an indictment on the coach. Sometimes things just happen. Defenses get better. Sometimes the ball doesn't go where you want it to go at times. And I want stability. I'm not looking for perfection. I want stability and consistency, because if we can put this together and now we're talking about we're always in the playoff mix, then I think that's where we make that run. I don't think the one-hit wonder thing should apply in this case like it has before with the Bears. Even with Dick Duran's season, the 13-3, that ended up being like a one-year wonder because we should have went, but what was that? Was that Nick? No, that wasn't Nick Foles. I forgot who that was. We lost to Philly, didn't we?
Yep, Donovan. Yep.
Donovan. Oh shit, Donovan. Duh.
Yep.
That was
They came to our house and walked out with the dub.
Yeah,
because I think they took Jim Miller out, didn't they? I think the defensive end took him out. What was his name? Was it Hugh Douglas?
Oh, that was Big Hugh Douglas.
Yeah, he took Jim Miller out. He hurt Jim and it went downhill.
See the pain, Paul. The pain that we go through.
That was. We were riding high and then just boop, done. Season over.
Just like
that was brutal.
Yeah, it was very brutal, and it is not just. My thing is, it's not just Ben Johnson. It's the coaches around him that gives me even more faith, because we've gone and seen coaches come in, like we seen Matt Nagy come in. But when Matt Nagy came in, he really didn't bring anybody in that was of note. You know, Lovey had Ron Rivera. He had what's his name? The other defensive coordinator.
Oh God, the one we love, Denver.
Rob Marinelli.
Rob Marinelli.
Yeah, he had Rob Marinelli. You know, when you look at Ben Johnson and his squad, he has Antoine Randall, who's regarded as one of the best wide receiver coaches in the NFL. He has Al Harris, who's going to be up for defensive coordinator somewhere, but is one of the best DB coaches in the NFL. His players always tend to catch the ball and lead the league in turnovers. He has Dennis Allen, who is a Super Bowl winning coach, you know, a guy that has experience. Even last year, he had Rob Bellamy. Shout out to Ron Bellamy and prayers up to his wife. Also, so it's the assistant coaches that really has me really believing in this squad and thinking that these Chicago Bears can possibly take us to a whole nother level, a level that we haven't seen since 2005, potentially going to the Super Bowl, because that's what Chicago wants to see. I mean, we were actually literally one bad throw away from possibly going to the NFC Championship game. As you said, you wanted to see that field goal at the end, Paul. And we just one bad throw away from that happening.
Yeah.
So, man, they got quiet on it.
You had to bring up that game, man. That game, you don't even want to think about. The only thing worse than that game is the double doink game. Like, I mean,
please don't bring that
against Philadelphia again.
Oh, that was
yeah.
That was Nick Foles. Shoot.
That was yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, Paul, I want to ask you this also. Do you have I don't know if you looked at the schedule. Maybe we can even bring it up for you. Do you have a early record prediction for the Chicago Bears?
Like I said, what are we got? 17
we got the
games
schedule up right there.
Yeah, we got the schedule. We'd always go game by game.
I think if we can have a solid, 12-5 and stay healthy, I think we got a good chance of going far.
Yeah, and I mean, I look at that schedule, and I was worried about Philly on that schedule, but with them just losing their two wide receivers, like, I mean, Philly's not as scary as I thought. As scary. I'm not saying they're not scary. Right. They're not as scary losing those two.
They're still very well coached, though, Frank. Very well coached. Nick Sirianni's a hell of a coach. New offensive coordinator again. Don't that sound familiar? Jay Cutler, sorry. But I don't know, Paul. I see 9 and 10 wins. I just think it's brutal. Not to say we can't make the playoffs with 9 or 10 wins. I just don't. Some people saying 14-3 and 13. I don't see. That's a little lofty. That's a little lofty.
I mean, I still have them at least getting 12 wins, in my opinion. That's where I'm putting them right now. Second year under Ben Johnson with Caleb, as hard as the schedule is, they're going to beat some of these good teams. They are going to be. And, I mean, defensively, I know a lot of people don't agree. I feel they did still get better because they got speed. They might have gotten a little worse in coverage, but they got speed now. But, I mean, who knows now, losing a piece like Coby Bryant on that secondary at safety is going to hurt big time for that defense. It's got to get Kyler Gordon back healthy.
Mm-hmm. Well, Coby will be back for the last 3 quarters of the season, hopefully, as long as he can make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad it's not a ACL or
what are we talking like
week 6? somewhere, a meniscus.
Yeah, they're saying between week 3 to week 6 is kind of like what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because I was doing the math 8 to 10, and then we have a bye week 5, right? Yeah, so then that would be. I wouldn't even push him back before then. I would say sit out because them bone bruises are tricky.
That's what I was saying too, because if you bring him back too early, especially with that, and I know Paul could agree with this, that shitty ass Chicago Bears field conditions that they usually get for lower body injuries, man.
Hey, it's gotten better.
You don't want it to get worse. But I trust this. I trust this regime to make the right decisions. That's where I'm at. I trust them to make the right call.
You know what? I'm not worried about the regime as far as the top. I'm worried about our medical staff, because why can't we get people healthy? Like, what the hell? Like, we get injuries that other teams come back in a reasonable amount of time, and we get injuries and guys are just gone. Like, maybe we should evaluate our medical staff and get some different personnel in there, because it's just horrific the way that some of these guys just continue to get the same injuries. I don't know what the treatment looks like now. I just feel health is wealth, and I feel like if you give us a fully healthy team, now we can compete with the big boys. But we have to have that health. Losing Ozzie Trapillo the way we did, that solidifies the left tackle position. Like, we need to be healthy. But we also need to be conditioned.
Do about the Ozzie situation. I mean, there's only so much you can do. Somebody with that type of injury, I think it's only so much that you can't do nothing as a medical staff. That's just bad luck right there. We got a question from the Crooked Commish. She said, players always complain about the condition of that field, Paul. Is it really that bad?
Well, it definitely used to be later in the season, but it's a whole different type of turf now. They have Bermuda up there, which it's a fast plane track, it looks like. I would have loved to kick on something like that back in the day, because we were kicking out of the rough.
Yours was sod, right?
What was that?
You kicked on sod, right?
Yeah. It was nice looking with the type of grass they had, but now, I mean, it's actually a really nice turf. It may be, I don't know if that's what's causing the injuries. Are they getting injured during games? It seems like practice is when they're getting injured, so maybe that's something to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually think it's a great. I would have loved to kick off of that field, off of the turf they have now. Because it's nice and tight. It's like a fairway.
I thought I read though that it was artificial grass. The Soldier Field was artificial grass still.
No, you talking about now?
It's they brought in Bermuda 2 years
ago.
That
Bermuda. You can thank you lose for that.
Okay. But I mean, again, we don't really see them getting hurt that much during games. It is more like the practices and all that type stuff when you're seeing them getting those nagging injuries.
Yeah. You can definitely thank. That's the best thing Matt Eberflus ever did, was suggested they put Bermuda grass out there. His biggest contribution to the Chicago Bears was the grass.
Hey, and you know what? And I'm not mad at it. That is not a man thing.
Nope.
Thank you, Eberflus.
You did one thing right.
Ain't part of the hits principle, but thank you.
What the heck?
Speaking of that hit principle, I want to ask you a question, Paul. I mean, you didn't really see it back then. I mean, maybe you did. I don't know. But week one of training camp, they're already doing full contact hitting. How do you feel about that? Because us as Bears fans, I love it. I love it because I know that they're going to be physically ready by week one. But a lot of other people are like, oh, they're going to get hurt. Like we're having a bunch of LeBron
I love
James
it. That's what you signed up.
Thank you. That's
what you signed up for. We talk about it in our family all the time. Like, if you're playing football, that's what you sign up for. Is it aggressive? And it looks like people are getting hurt every time you take hits, but you have pads and you know how to take a hit, or you know how to give a hit. You you've been playing it since you're a kid or even, a teenager, and you play it because you know how to give and take hits.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very well.
I think it's.
I hate it when we
got to condition your players.
Yeah.
Got to condition your players.
And I mean,
if you're not hitting until week 1.
Yeah, football's not. It's not flag football, people. Like, you're going to be taking hits week 1. Nobody's going to be laying off those hits. You're going to be taking hits the first preseason game. These guys are trying to make the team. They're trying to take your head off if they have to. So, I mean, I love the fact that they're doing contact drills in training camp. I want them to do that. And because everyone was worried, because I believe it was Luther Burden took a big hit versus one of our linebackers the other day, and everyone got scared because he went down and was very woozy getting up. But
it was Devin Bush.
It was Bush, yeah, our new linebacker. And I mean, obviously, I don't want anybody getting hurt, but I love that from Devin Bush.
Yeah, you'll have some guys in practice that are trying to show out, like some younger guys or practice squad guys that they may try to take somebody's head off at some point because they're trying to make their name known. They're going to get yelled at and maybe sent off the field, but they may make a name for themselves at the same time. I've seen it happen at least once or twice a season in practice. Somebody just goes 100% when everybody else is going 50%, and it's a sight to see. But you know what they're bringing the next time.
Yeah, they're trying to make a team, provide for their family, change their life and their generational wealth and stuff. So I mean, it's one of those things. It's a good but bad, but you kind of have to. You want that in a player. You definitely do.
Right.
The new kid Vandenberg just like body slammed the offensive lineman. People were like, "Oh, he's playing too rough." No, he's not. I like it. Body slam somebody else, please.
That's Bears football right there, baby.
Body slam Braxton Jones for me, please.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Right now, he may be outside left tackle. Nobody slammed his ass.
Stop the cap.
Leave him alone.
We'll put him one-on-one on him so we can't toughen him up and give him
toughen him up a little bit.
Maybe not a body slam. We might.
I mean, I'm not a big Braxton Jones. I'm not trying to be a Braxton Jones advocate, but as someone stated early on, and we ended up finding out that this is the first offseason that Braxton Jones has actually played, or actually had, where he hasn't had to rehab and go through any type of rehab. So this has been his first healthy training camp so far.
Serious?
And from what I'm hearing, he's looking good. He's looking good. From all the analysts, reporters are saying that he's looking good. This is his second day in a row where he's been with the ones. He's winning a good majority of his battles that he's having against the defensive line. So I'm not trying to advocate for him. I'm just wishing him all the best, because at the end of the day, he's a Chicago Bear, whether we like it or not. And the more successful he is,
you're right,
chances are the more successful the team gonna be. Anything to keep Caleb ass upright, I am fine with it. I don't give a damn if they bring out a cheerleader with a female cheerleader out there and she had left tackle. Shit, just protect his ass and do good. I don't care.
And you're not wrong on that. It's more the fact that you have a coaching staff around him now too. You actually have a good offensive line coach for him, and you actually got a good guard, one of the best guards in the NFL, in my opinion.
The best
next to him as well. So I mean, that's gonna make his job a lot easier, and he might shine and do very well. And am I against him? No, I want him to shine and do very well. Do I think he's your future left tackle? No. I mean, you're gonna have to draft somebody, but I mean,
I look at trends, and with all the carousel of left tackles that have been brought in over the years, and let's just stick to the polls regime, because we'll end up going in the Wayback Machine and just getting more depressed. But to me, it was very telling that Teron Armstead was there today, and I don't know if that was in more of a mentorship capacity, because they said Braxton Jones it was either yesterday or today. He had a rough day. And Teron Armstead is about what, 34, 35 years old, something like that. And to bring him in, Paul, that reminds me of the year that the Bears brought in Jason Peters off the couch, and he went and killed, and then went to Dallas and became a Pro Bowler. Is there any smoke or fire with them bringing Teron Armstead in just to have a conversation?
No, I think it makes you, whoever is at that position or whoever they're coming in to push or challenge, that's going to make that person better. It happened to me every year except the year I re-signed with Chicago. It was 2 to 4 other kickers coming into camp, mini camp, off-season workouts, training camp. It just made you more dialed in, made you stronger, made you focus better. So hopefully that's the case. And then they can, work him in wherever he's needed, or maybe, I don't know, sometimes guys switch positions, switch sides. You never know.
Well, they just locked up Wright, so we know that the right tackle is good, but
yeah. Which was a smart thing. Congratulations to Darnell Wright for securing the bag, baby. Congratulations, the highest paid right tackle, and actually he has the most guaranteed money for offensive tackle in NFL history. So
thank you for staying. Thank you for staying.
Oh yeah, I without doubt. I mean, I wasn't surprised he was going to stay. That's Ryan Pohl's first round draft pick, so I knew he was going to stay. It was just about the money situation. Paul, I got a question. Now, you've been in the locker room. Of course, we all know. Do you have any stories, like anything funny? Or some people may not find it funny. Some people may find it funny. When guys, when that chopping block is coming, do guys really get nervous? Are they throwing up? Are they shitting themselves? Are they walking around nervous? Are they talking super fast because they're so nervous? Like, do you have any stories of guys just like losing it? Like, what is the feeling in the locker room when that type of situation is coming up? Because as we know, this is training camp coming, and we know guys are going to be released where they're gonna be like, hey, coach said, bring your playbook. So do you have any stories or what's that feeling? Even if it was for yourself, what's the feeling of, you thinking like, man, am I going to get cut? Am I going to stay?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing, especially when you're being challenged and you have someone working in with the ones whenever you think you're a number one position. But whenever those different dates come and we got to get down to this number and this number, there's a little buzz in the atmosphere. And personally for me, the year that I was let go, sometimes you don't see it coming. You think you're working hard and doing your thing, and you have a good camp, and then someone else has different plans for you. So maybe, those are some feelings that some of the players may have as well. That's why every second you're on the field, that there's video on you and you want to put your best video out. Like we talked about earlier, somebody, on a practice squad or something, maybe trying to take off somebody's head, but they're just trying to make their own highlight video. So if they do get released, they can share that with another team, or a coach can recommend them to another coach at another team. So you're always just putting your best foot forward and trying to ball out every day.
Well said. And Paul, I don't want to keep you that much longer, man, because I know you are an hour ahead of us. So, and you do have work in the morning. So if you got to head out, man, no hard feelings. We're definitely going to get you back on again, because we always love having you on. And especially, hopefully we'll try to set up something for alumni night again this year, because I know you guys are coming down again for alumni night in, what is that, mid-September, I think is what it is. Whether we get a giant group outing or not, maybe we could just get our group to come out there. And
do you have the dates yet?
I think it's like September.
I think it's 20th.
Is it 20th? I thought it was like 18th to 20th, somewhere in between like that. Right?
Yeah.
So let's see if we can do Izzy's restaurant.
Give Izzy a shot.
Yeah, let's see if we can call Israel Adonijah and go over to his spot and just hang out.
Make it like a Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too, Paul. Are you gonna go? Well, I know it's. Well, I don't know how close it is, but I know it is in Florida. Are you gonna go to the Bears when they play Bears game when they play the Dolphins?
Were they playing this year?
Yeah, they be playing in Miami in December.
I actually was just talking to some of my coworkers that live down there and asked them what's up with that. But I definitely want to try to. It's December 13th. It's on the radar. It's on the calendar, tentative.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I definitely would like to get to it if I can make it work out.
Yeah, because I think that's going to be the one game that I am going to go to.
Okay.
Isn't that Chicago takeover again, Foul?
I'm pretty sure they're going to do it because, they like going to nice cities.
Yeah, well, I heard it was 2 this year. Hey.
Hey.
I love y'all. We're coming in on September.
Oh, yeah, we be ready.
Be ready.
Yep,
Go
we
Green.
will definitely get together.
Tell the
Go
kids,
Green.
keep
Yeah.
cocktail ready.
I love you, Miss Sandra, if you're watching.
She's watching.
Yeah, kitty cocktails on deck.
That's right.
Yeah,
Temple.
Yeah,
all right, Paul. But yeah, we'll let you go, man. We'll definitely keep in touch. We'll talk, and yeah, we'll definitely get together when you guys.
Hey, come back.
That's fine. Thanks, fam. I love you guys. Looking forward. Hopefully we can hook up in the Shy.
Sure.
And let me know when you guys are coming to Florida.
Oh yeah, Miami. I will be there.
Let's put that together now. I need a vacation. Shoot.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, brother.
I'll see you, man.
All right, take care, man.
Peace.
That was Paul Edinger, former Chicago Bears kicker and friend and family of the show. And his beautiful wife, Amber, and their kids, man. Good people. Great people. I love it, man. I love when we have former players on, man. It's always a blessing just to have them on and to hear their experiences that they've gone and experienced being and playing with the Chicago Bears, and as far as their love for the city of Chicago as well. I said as well. Yeah. That's what happens when you need something to drink, You sound a little crazy. Anyway, man,
do I still have an echo that's hitting me with?
Yeah, that's you.
It is me. Now what?
Yeah, every time you mute, we don't hear it no more.
Right, it was never you, Foul. So
it's just weird because JD, you and me were on. There was no echo. I'm gonna try to log off, reboot my computer, and log back on. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Bobby, put him in the bedroom. Sonny, Eddie Mush is in there. He ain't gonna fit. I don't give a fuck. Put him in.
Get him the fuck out of here.
It wasn't me either. I wasn't.
Hey, yo, C.
Hey, man, it was Frankie.
Yeah, do coffee face. Coffee face. Man, I can't do coffee face. It's too hard, man. I can't fucking do coffee face. Give me someone else.
All right. This Jimmy Whispers.
Jimmy 2 times. Go get the papers.
I'm gonna go get the papers. And there's this cousin, Fat Andy.
Hey, so there is a running back that is making headway in training camp.
Mr. Ahmed.
Yeah, he's been making some noise there where a lot of people have been reporting on him. And it's a chance that this guy could be running back number 3. It's training camp. So, of course, we're going to have to see him in the preseason to see what he do. But he may find his way onto the Chicago Bears squad.
I've been hearing he's earning his shot.
Yeah.
And he looked very prolific. It was just one time earlier today. I think he had a TFL. Was it I think it was Dio. And shot the gap on Braxton, got a TFL. But yeah, with this kid, but what does that mean? I know I'm out, and I know he's got one foot out the door and the other on a banana peel. Is this the end of the Roschon Johnson experiment?
Don't know, because for the simple fact that Roschon is a valuable player on special teams.
Yes. However, is the juice worth the squeeze on that? Because now with the return of Josh Blackwell, I'm hearing rumblings that if the Colts cut Jonathan Owens, they'll go and get him back for special teams. We just got Cam Lewis. So if Cam Lewis is just the buffer until Kyler comes back, then when Cam Lewis goes to dime or beyond, then who, you know what I'm saying?
It looks like Cam Lewis is going to be, he's pushing for that position while Bryant is out. They've been having him running with the
they're going to move him up. But I'm saying normally Cam is a DB. He's not. He's going to play some safety. But remember, Elijah Hicks is hurt too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is
he's on the pup list, matter of fact, I think.
Huh?
Right? He's on the pup list, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, you got to think about it. They need at least 4 safeties. And if you got Cam Lewis, you got Elijah Hicks, you got Thielman, and then you got Coby Bryant, there's your 4 safeties right there.
Well, 2 of them, I think, because didn't we see Josh Blackwell play a little safety? Because I want to say 2 of them are double.
He played the nickel.
Okay, he played outside.
Yeah, they got him playing nickel, yeah.
Right.
Him
okay.
And, what's his name? Jalen Jones.
Jalen Jones, right.
Yeah, those 2 guys have been playing
they play outside and nickel.
Yeah.
Because I know a couple of them play both positions. I like Cam Lewis. Cam Lewis wasn't bad, but if we need to pick up a Jonathan Owens, or thank you, he's a body, but if we need to pick up, just another player.
Who Cam Lewis is a body? Cam Lewis in a body.
No, Cam Lewis can play.
Yeah.
He was in New Orleans wreaking all kind of havoc.
Yeah.
But I would like to see them just bring somebody in, because now when Muhammad, like, where is Muhammad? Is he going to be just slated behind?
I think he's going to play on the outside. I mean, you talking about a kid that's what he did at Texas. He didn't play no slot. He didn't play slot corner. He played on the outside. So I expect him to play on the outside. And then, unfortunately, man, I really want to see what he can do, but this guy cannot stay healthy, and that's Terrell Smith.
Yeah,
I really want to see what he can do, but he's having the hardest damn time of staying healthy. I don't know who he's going to piss off, what chick he going to sleep with, when she put a rit on his ass, and
oh wow,
he just stay injured all the damn time. Apologize to her, whoever she was. Just apologize to her, because she's messing up your NFL future.
I think you have the opportunity right now, in my opinion. I think you have the opportunity to see who's next. Now, when I say that, like, we know the depth chart is more than likely when Coby Bryant comes back, right? It's definitely going to be Coby, Dylan, Jalen Johnson, and then Tyreek Stevens for now. Muhammad is going to push. I mean, I don't feel you brought in Cam Lewis just to fill a spot. I think Cam Lewis is a player. I think he knows Dennis Allen's system. I think you'd be foolish to not keep him.
Right? Oh, you're going to definitely keep him. It's just that he's probably going to play the backup safety position. And if someone gets hurt, he's going to come in and play whatever position that is in that defensive backfield. That's what I think you got him for. In other words, he's the 6th man that you got coming out when it comes down to those DBs, whether it be safety or whatever cornerback position. He's the 6th man that's there.
True. The only thing is he's just a smaller guy. I think he's about 5'9", 5'10". He's a shorter guy. But he's good. And he's been in the league. Remember, he played for the Saints. The Rams and the Saints. I thought he played for the Saints too, didn't he?
He might have. I know he definitely played for the Rams.
Who, the new guy that we just got?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just came off to the Saints. Yeah.
Yeah, the Saints. That's what I thought. The Saints. And then
you talking about the guy that we just got today?
Yeah, Marlon Sewell.
Yeah, Marlon Sewell. Yeah,
Marlon Sewell. No,
he played for the Saints, but Cam Lewis, I believe
he came from Buffalo in the offseason. Yeah, he was Buffalo's kind of utility back.
I'm sorry. Yeah, not the Rams. I'm sorry, Buffalo. Yes.
Marlon Sewell is a rookie, I thought.
No, he played with the Saints. He came from the Saints.
He came from the Saints. Okay.
Wait, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cam Lewis came from the Saints.
No, Cam Lewis
came from Buffalo.
Cam
Positive
Lewis,
on that.
Cam Lewis played for Buffalo first, or only.
That I don't know.
I don't know. I
know
just
that
know he came from Buffalo last. He was on Buffalo
He
last.
played from Buffalo last year.
So
at the end of the last season, he was on Buffalo's roster.
No, you're right. But maybe it was okay. So it's the other guy I'm thinking of that came from the Saints.
Yeah, that's the guy that they signed today. Marlon Sewell.
But he's
not
not
a body,
like,
more or less.
He's the one that's just a body. Okay, so
yes, yeah,
he probably at best maybe special teams. He probably won't make the team. But I was speaking of like people that are going to be impactful now, because regardless of what happens, whenever Terrell Smith comes back, but Elijah Hicks and Coby Byrant are now on injured reserve and the PUP list. So you have to bring in two people that you know are at least going to play until week 4 to 5 when the bye week comes. You have to have.
But I mean, the thing is with Elijah Hicks, we don't know when he's going to come back. He may come back, sometime during this training camp. So that would be a good thing. I see that John King Bravo Stockton said that Jalen Johnson, sad to say, will be his last year and Muhammad will be his replacement. All goes right. I can't necessarily say that. And the only reason why I say that is because for the simple fact that Jalen Johnson is still relatively young. He's only 27 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
Is he saying because the money is gone? Like the money, there's dead money?
It may be the money. I know it can't be the age because he's only 27 years old.
I don't think
he's just coming to the end of his contract, really.
No.
I wouldn't.
No, because remember I hate to do this. We did that. What was the one guy? He was super dope for us. Ended up going to Denver. He got like 4 brothers that play in the league.
Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller. We did that with him, and we regretted it because then we didn't have another dominant shutdown corner until Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
So it's like if we have one and he's in his prime right now, like can we just keep somebody that's actually good for a change? Like, let's keep that person.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that too, because for the most part, like Jalen Johnson's one of those things to where teams like to stay away from him. But when he does get tested, for the most part, like he does come out with an interception, and it's hard to kind of justify paying. I know a lot of the fans and people kind of like it's hard to justify paying him such a big bag, because when you look at his stats alone and INTs, that's the favorite stat to look at. He doesn't really have that many, but to his more,
there's a lot of reason behind that. See, that's why I say context.
1,000%.
Like he's not
Darrelle Revis. Don't get me wrong, but
I wasn't even going to go there. I was going to go like the Dion route, where it's not because he doesn't pick it off; it's they don't even throw it his way most times.
Right.
Which and when he does, like I think his career high may have been 4. He doesn't even have. He's not a guy that's going to turn you over a lot, but he is a guy that's going to lock down one side of the field. He's going to get the ball to the other side to where you can kind of key in on it. He's a willing tackler that I've seen,
Yeah. For the most part, yeah.
He said that he wants a bag and that won't be in his favor. Of course he's going to want to get paid. The thing about it is that he's got this year and he's got next year. He's still on contract, so you don't have to necessarily pay him. You know what I'm saying? He's on contract for the next 2 years, this year and next year.
But why wouldn't he want to get his contract? Like
he's not going to want to play on that one last year of his contract. He's going to want a new deal going into just to give him more security and whatnot. So not saying he's going to hold out, but like it just may be one of those disgruntled players going into camp, hoping to get a new deal. So, but I do think a lot of it is going to depend on this season and how it shapes out for him. So
but do we feel that he's disgruntled? Because let's not forget, he had the 4 years, right? We said if he doesn't play in 2023, we said if Jalen Johnson doesn't prove, he's not going to get the big contract. And he had the pick 6, he had the 4 interceptions, the first time ever that he's had 4 interceptions. Then he was a 2-time Pro Bowler back-to-back. And then last year he was hurt. So let's not act like the production hasn't been there since the injury. I mean, since the contract.
See, this is what I'm talking about, John. You can't say JJ was getting cooked last year. The dude was hurt.
I didn't say. No, not you.
I'm talking about in the chat. Not
Bravo.
You. He said he was getting cooked last year and this camp. He's not getting cooked this camp. I don't know where you're getting your information from. Yeah, he got beaten.
Cooked more than anybody.
I mean, the thing is this: who hasn't gotten beaten? He's not getting cooked in camp. He's actually been looking pretty good in camp.
He didn't pick Caleb off twice already.
So. He's looking good and looking back to the old JJ that he was. I hate when people go off of what they saw at the last part of the season. The man miraculously came back. He wasn't supposed to fucking play last year at all because of that injury. His season's supposed to have been done. And somehow, some way, he gutted it out and was still able to play. So please do not take what happened in the playoffs in the last game or couple games of the regular season and make it seem like that was the true Jalen Johnson, because that was not the real Jalen Johnson.
And most people do not play on that injury that quick.
They don't even come back. His season, they had written him off. They said that he's supposed to have been done for the season.
Yeah, they were thinking about originally towards the end of the season, and we were kind of thinking prior to the season at that point, shit, you might as well just keep them shut down for the end of the season if we're have a losing record and we're at a playoff spot. Would it really be worth it at that point to even bring them back to possibly get re-injured? So, but luckily the season kind of was shaping up good. So go ahead.
I think he's done enough to earn our respect for the next season. The man was hurt. He did something that a lot of people don't do, and when they do it, they don't come back from it like he did. You have to give credit for that. Just the grit alone. Coming into camp, they say he looks great. He's looking like his old self 100%. He done picked off Caleb twice already. He's leading that defense. He's anchoring it. He had one rookie contract with us. He had one major contract with us. And like you said, Fowler, 26, 27 years old, why wouldn't you give him another contract? Why not?
Because if you don't, somebody else
will. And you know them creeps up in Detroit definitely will, because that's what they missing.
Yeah. Even the other ones that wear them waste management colors might even throw some money his way as well. So they always like to take some of our guys and use them against us. Adrian Amos being the most recent one. But
Amos, Peppers.
Yeah, I had a question for you guys real quick. So the news coming out in training camp, with the offense starting hot, hitting the ground running, which is a breath of fresh air, if I don't say so myself. Because in the years past, we would always have to kind of tell ourselves, or we would hear from the news media, Bears media, hey, it's to be expected. The Bears defense, is starting off faster, but hey, it's to be expected. So going into this season, and it's the opposite there. Do you think that says more about our offense and how well maybe they're grasping Ben Johnson's offense in year two? Or does that say more about the defense and how much help we may need on that side of the ball?
I'll go first. Tell you the truth, you don't know. It's just that simple, because you're talking about guys that go up against each other every single day, guys that know each other's tendencies, so you don't know if it is the offense looking that good or the defense looking bad, or the defense looking good and the offense is looking bad. You won't know until maybe that first preseason game when you actually sit up there and you see those guys go against people that they don't see every single day, or one of those joint practices that they got. Because I know that's coming up. That may be next week.
That'll be
practices that's coming up.
What do you think, JP? Same answer?
I think you need to see the joint practice, because just like if you play against somebody so much, their tendencies, their go-to move, their familiarities and stuff like that. So you don't get a full grasp of what's going on. So when you look, but two things can be true, because when you look at this offense, I don't want it to be prolific against our defense, right? I want us to struggle a little bit against our own defense because that means our defense is catching up, right? And if our defense, if our defense can play good against as explosive as our offense is, then we should be able to play that well against other teams in the league too. Right?
Well, it did seem towards the end of the week, that the offense wasn't as dominant had it, been Monday, Tuesday, whatnot. So
right, and that's kind of what you want to see. But like I said, is that one of the things where it's just, oh well, I've seen this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I know this is coming on Thursday, and I'm just beating them to the spot. Or is it just, hey, it was our day, and you have to go through it to find out. But again, all we can do is go off of what's on paper right now, and on paper we're not adequate.
Any better?
I think so. No, we're good. Oh, no.
I mean, just deal with it until you talk. That's all. But I still feel
you can be super producer tonight. I mean, like, I'm gonna give you those reins. Have fun with all the videos there. So don't blame me this time, guys. It's the asshole in the back.
But I was gonna say, Fal, I still feel that the joint practices will be important, but again, they're not going to show everything. They're not going to show their hand.
Oh, no, not at all. It's going to be very vanilla, just like I expected when it comes down to the preseason games too.
Don't we? Is it we practice with Miami or we play Miami in practice? Or the Patriots or something like that? Don't we play?
I think we got the Bengals again, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what it is. I think it's the Bengals.
Yeah.
They try to pick a team, fairly close by that they don't have to, travel.
Oh
too
no,
far.
maybe we have a preseason game against a team that we play this year. Maybe that was it.
I mean, that's usually what happens though. Like they had a joint practice and then they have a preseason game against one of the teams that they did have a joint practice against. So that's sometimes how it works out. I can't wait. Can't wait to see what this team is capable of. Like people, a lot of people are worried about the defense. Me, I'm not so worried about the defense because I know just for the simple fact, if they're healthy, they're going to be better than what they were last year. You talking about a team that
they're not starting off so healthy though.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you're also not going to be. You're praying that you're not missing your top 4 linebackers, your top 4 safeties.
For sure.
2 or 3 defensive linemen, that's a lot of injuries. Yes, they lost Coby Byrant for right now, and hopefully Kyler Gordon will be back this week or next
Terrell
week.
Smith,
So we can get him in, get him good and lather up and ready to go for the regular season as well. And a couple guys just stay healthy. I'm just hoping for.
I mean, but right now we're 4 DBs down, 1 linebacker that we know for sure is not fully, completely active, and then 2 D linemen, right?
Yeah, Shamar Turner's on the pub, and who's the other D lineman?
I think that's
who were you thinking?
Was it Hardy? It was somebody else. I thought maybe it was a new guy that got hurt, but
everybody on the D line is good.
Then it's the 4 DBs that are hurt.
So.
You got Kyler, you got
Kyler Hicks. Yeah, it's Kyler, Terrell Smith, Hicks, and Coby Bryant.
Yeah. And 2 of those guys may be back. Oh, shit. Hell, 3 of them could be back soon because the only person that we know that's going to probably be out for a significant amount of time is Coby Bryant.
It is, but however, I don't think, this is just me speculating, I don't think that you bring back Kyler Gordon and put him straight into 11 on 11. So he still has to get reacclimated to like you almost
speed.
I hate to say this because it sounds contradictory. You almost have to handle him with kitten gloves right now, just so he can open that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it, but the last thing that you want is for him to sit up there and go out there and and
week 1
because we've been saying taking care of him with kitten gloves on, so. Yeah. You want him
but that's the thing. I don't think we have been holding him. I think we've been putting him out there and then he gets hurt. Then we think he's better. We put him out there again. He gets hurt. So like that's a tough one to that's a whole show.
We may be in a 22 situation when it comes to Kyler Gordon. I mean, I hope not, because it doesn't seem like it, like, to your solution, JB, it seems like no matter what answer we pick, it's kind of like
win.
Right. You can pick holes right through it and be like, well, you baby the guy, the first fucking big hit he takes. You know, it's bam, shoulder, or bam, fucking I pulled a groin again, or some shit like that. It's just like,
right. And then if you ramp him up too much, he never makes it to game one.
Yeah. I mean, and plus, that's not what he wants too. He wants to fucking play. He wants the game checks and all that. So it's like, he doesn't want to hear this shit about him from the fans or from the media or any of the other crap. So he wants to be out there. So that gamer in him.
But even off the field, fellas, he's already signed his contract and he's going into year 5, and he hasn't played in the last he played 3 games last year.
Last year, yeah, he only played 3, yeah.
And it's like, his rookie year, he was fine. Second year, missed a couple games due to a couple injuries. Last year, he was decent. I mean, the year before that, back good. Last year, but so now it's like every other year something's going on with this guy.
I don't want him to turn into the P. Willis of the Bears, where he's just an expensive decoration piece in the locker room that you can't really even touch.
Kind of what he is right now, unfortunately.
Don't say that, John. Don't say that. You take that back. We don't know that yet. Like Frank said, next week he should be back. So, we're going to hold our breath.
Reviews to do. That's crazy. like he don't want to play football at all.
Oh man!
Oh wow, Ron! Wow!
Yeah, come on now, Ron.
Helmet on, Ron. Come on,
man. That might deserve a flag right there. Come on now. So, do we want to get to shout outs here?
Yeah,
we're about to at that mark. All right, Frank, you want to come back for shout outs? Want to get out of the bathroom there?
Make sure
Sound like I'm echoing from the bathroom then.
He just said, wash your hands.
Do like poker, So hey, shout out to you guys. Even with my crazy echoing, I got to try to figure out what happened. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know, because
I don't hear it now.
I don't hear it now.
Oh no! It's never when he talks. It's when someone else talks.
So when somebody else talks, you hear an echo. I don't even know how to answer that. That's freaking crazy. So yeah, shout out to you guys. Tuesdays is always a blast, man. Paul Edinger, huge shout out. Love the guy to death. He is absolute family to us. I know when I go down to Florida with the family, I'm going to be making sure so, huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to you guys. Let's get this Bears season underway and let's get going. That's everything I got though. So let it rip.
Why do they sound like somebody playing piano?
That's the shout out music. That's what happens. That's what we do here at the clubhouse. So, shout out to the Cubs and the Sox for making some trades, and right before the deadline, we were always talking about it. We were on the fence. Will they do something? Won't they do something? Well, I think neither one of our teams can really complain too much. They did do something. Maybe they, like we said, they didn't go get the top guy on the list, the top, trade candidate.
Went to the damn Dodgers, man. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the rich get richer. Some things in this world never change, right, guys? The rich get richer. What can we say?
Ain't never lied.
But shout out to them for trying. They took a swing. Will the moves work out? I mean, it's a wait and see game at this point, boys. So, but shout out to them for getting the bat off their shoulder and taking the swing. Shout out to you guys for an awesome show tonight. It's always a blast to do the show with you guys. Shout out to Paul for coming on the show and kicking it with us over at the clubhouse. Really appreciate it. Shout out to my boy real quick. Let me get something real quick. Shout out to my boy Neon Peacock. We've mentioned him a few times here. Right now they're having $13 t-shirts. So The website is right there. It's pretty much the first comment on there, so scroll all the way back up and take a look at that. But shout out to him. A lot of cool Bears paraphernalia there, and the Iceman shirt there. So check it out. $13 t-shirt. Awesome deal. You get it within a week. So just in time for training camp. If you're going to training camp to watch some of this, and you're rocking that shirt, I mean, I guarantee you everybody's going to be turning their heads and being like, "Yo, where the hell did you get that shirt? That's fucking dope." So, because I know every time I wear my shirt, people stop me and be like, "That's a cool one. That's a cool one right there." So
I get a lot of people who do that for me as well, man. A lot of people do that for me.
See. Now I'm the crooked commish. Maybe you may not take my word for it, but Frank the Tank here, that guy's never told a lie, at least not to me. So. Yeah, that guy, not this guy, that guy. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm spent, fellas.
All right, JB, you up?
Shout out to you all. You know what Tuesdays meant and mean to me. Although we did have some technical difficulties, it was okay. It was still doable. Still an awesome show. Shout out to Paul, my MSU brethren. Just love when he comes on, man. Just so down to earth. Shout out to his lovely wife Amber and the kids. Just glad to have that support always and that partnership and just that family, man. Thank you all for coming in. Shout out to Crooked Commish. Shout out to T Nick. Shout out to all the podcast Clubhouse members. I know I normally don't do a monologue, but I did want to just say one thing. I'm a little upset that we live in a world where Bijan Robinson just became the highest paid running back ever, making $22 million a year, but Zay Flowers just became $44 million a year richer. Like, how the hell does Zay Flowers end up making more than Bijan Robinson? And Bijan Robinson is way better. I don't know. Just something that was in my crawl. What grinds my gears? That's what did it for today. And now let's get to the shout outs. First and foremost, shout out to Neon Peacock again. You can find that merchandise online in the link that Crooked Commish just put up. Shirt, Frank, you want to give us a little? Yep, that's what they look like in person, guys. High quality, very flexible, very comfortable, very durable. You can wash it, you can iron it, you can lay in it, sleep in it. Great shirt. I have two of them. Shout out to Lord Crimson. Damn. I believe one of the new ones. 2 separate shirts. Lord Crimson is new. Shout out to him. Shout out to James Childress. Thank you for chiming in. Bearski Film came in, you guys. Thank you, Bearski Film, for chiming in. Lord Crimson was going on. Hey, Crazy Ace. Salute to service, guys. Thank you, Crazy Ace, over there keeping our borders in South Korea safe. Thank you. Dante Purified chimed in. Thank you, Dante. We appreciate it. One of our P1s. Logan, thank you, nephew. Rome Adunze's dad. Thank you for chiming in early and often. We also have the Scrolls. Thank you, Scrolls. Appreciate you chiming in. Foster Covers. Is that a new one, Frank?
He is with Shorty. He's Shorty's co-host.
He's with Shorty. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
with
you.
BC Bears Country.
There we go, Bears Country Podcast. Thank you for sponsoring Shorty. Thank you, Bears Down as F. Appreciate you for chiming in. Thank you, Chicago Clubhouse, Bear Down. Thank you, Mrs. Crooked. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate it. TTNL Runaway wanted Paul to give him an FTTNL. We'll get that to you next time, TTNL Runaway. We just missed that one. Shout out to FBG Bear Down. Shout out to, man, this chat was lit. Al Bundy came in. Get them out that corrupt city. I don't know about all that, Al. We'll talk offline if you want to. I want to keep the less corrupt in the city. Steph Rollins Bears Down. Thank you for chiming in. John King Bravo. Thank you for chiming in. Ron Renarski. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate the love. At Caleb BJ Loveland. Thank you. And my boy AC Adam, thank you, AC, for chiming in. Better Best BJ, thank you for chiming in. Appreciate you. And I'm almost to the end. I think that's it. A couple of FGBs down there. No, we will not be drafting a tight end next year. We better not. And thank John King Bravo was on it, guys. Him and Lord Crimson, they were going at it. I appreciate it. And that was it. Who hates you, Ron? If Kyler washed his hands, he might get injured. Oh, Lord. Ron, we can't say that. Sal, you see that?
Yeah, I know. Talking crazy.
We can't say that, Ron, but, you know, we get what you're saying, but we can't say that. We just hope and pray for better health for our team. Let's get through training camp, preseason. Let's make it to week 1. Let's get the season started, y'all. Football is officially started. Let's go. Anybody that we have in the chat that did not comment but is watching, we love you all too, but you are officially known as what, guys?
L for love. Good times.
Officially known as lurkers. But lurkers are cool. You know, we love you too because you help, move the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe at all times. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And that's about it. Shout out to any other family that I may have. Shout out to my son, Jordan, who's on vacation down there in Texas. Love you, son. Be safe. Shout out to my other son, my grandson, SB and him, my granddaughter. Shout out to everybody in my family and household. Shout out to SB and company and them. And last but not least, guys, if we only have one person watching, y'all know who it is. It's the podcast mom. Most affectionately known as who? Miss Sandra Bonham Holmes. Love you, lady.
Well, before you get to your shout, I want to give one more shout out to our guy Amp, who's going through some difficult times as well right now. So got to give him a shout out. Love you, buddy. Everybody here is thinking about you and wish you the best in these difficult times, my man.
Definitely. First of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. Remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. It costs absolutely nothing to like and subscribe to the Chicago Paul. Yeah, seriously. Damn. I mean, I just seen Spider-Man, and it was great.
What?
Spider-Man. He likes and subscribes to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
Stop the cap.
Hey, Crick is on it tonight.
Hey, I ain't capping. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. The chat was lit tonight. Want a special thank you to our special guest, Paul Edinger and the Edinger family, for tuning in and watching and coming on and telling us his wisdom about the Chicago Bears, his journey with the Chicago Bears, and his thoughts on the current Chicago Bears. Hey, for all you people out there, hey, like and subscribe. Tell your mama, tell your pa, tell your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your grandpa, your grandma, your cousins, your baby daddy, your baby mama. You know, you can tell your pastor, the deacon, the usher ladies. You know, tell them all to like and subscribe. Yeah, you can tell the pimp walking the street or the hoe that's also walking the street. Tell them all. Like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Yeet. Yeah, you can tell Roman Reigns too. Tell Seth Rollins. Tell Jay Cargill. Tell Charlotte Flair. Tell them all. Like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Want to give a shout out to you, brothers. Frank the Tank, JB, the super producer in the back, the Crooked Commish, our boy T Nick, our boy Mr. Chicago, the whole entire Chicago Clubhouse Network. As Frank alluded to earlier, we want to give a special shout out to our boy Amp You are in our prayers. We love you, bro. Definitely a sad situation, and you are in our prayers, and we love you. Keep your head up. You need anything, you know where we at. Don't hesitate to call or reach out. We here for you, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also want to give a special shout out. Want to send my condolences to my wife, to the King family. She lost a grandmother who was 106 years old. And want to give a shout out to the King family as well.
Say that again.
106 years old.
Ain't God good?
Yes, he is merciful and great. Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to send my prayers and condolences out to Amp's family and also to the King family on the passing of a very, very wonderful woman who lived life to the fullest and lived a very long life. May she rest in peace. I also want to give a shout out to the kiddies who are up. We're getting ready to head out of town. Want to give a shout out to my baby boy Ricky. Shout out to my beautiful and gorgeous wife that I get to sleep in the bed tonight. Because I ain't do nothing wrong, so no couch for me, baby.
Brother,
Yeah. Shout out to all that. And shout out to the city of Chicago. Shout out to Darnell Wright getting your contract. Congratulations, young man. Let me hold something. Because I ain't going to be able to pay it back. Whatever I hold, I ain't going to be able to pay it back. So I'm going to let you know that now. And other than that, for Frank the Tank, JB, the super producer, the back, the cooker, commish, our boy T. Nick, Mr. Chicago, Easy, and all the Chicago Clubhouse Network fam. We'd like to say good night and God bless. And people, we out.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
I'm a sheep that needs some sleep. Bye. I'm tired.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.